Welcome back to Disquiet Time. Anne and Kelly here, and we have a little bit of a different one today. We've been covering a lot of Appalachian or Appalachian adjacent, like Celtic cryptids, but today we're going to go south in the United States to Louisiana and Cajun territory. You know what this one is already. This is the one you pointed out to me. I hadn't heard anything about it before I started reading up on it.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I hadn't. I didn't know anything about it. So
well, it always sounds like to me when I see the word or hear the word, it always makes me laugh because it sounds to me like Scooby-Doo trying to say Rougarou. Rougarou. It's a Rougarou.
It's a Rougarou. So that's the one we're going for, is the Rougarou. And the name comes from the French word, because this is Cajun, and this is all, French that's got a little bit of a twist to it. So it's supposed to be loup-garou, loup, which is a wolf. And I guess garou must mean like were creature,
Right.
werewolf.
I think I've looked it up. Yeah.
So, and very much like other werewolf legends, this is a human who has been cursed to live as a human part of the time and as a wolf part of the time. So, now the legend of the Rougarou, it says that it roams the swamps of Acadiana and Greater New Orleans. Though we have a friend who lived in Baton Rouge for a while, and she said they used Rougarou to scare their kids there too. So they're found in swamps and sugarcane fields, woodlands, anywhere wild in these areas. And parents use them, kind of as like so many other cryptids, children, don't disobey or the Rougarou will come get you.
Right. And I actually had heard a story recently about one of the specific things that the Rougarou is looking for. We're going to get to that maybe later, what it's looking for.
I don't know that. So
there's specific misdeeds, at least in some areas.
Oh, okay. Well, no, this would be this would be a good spot. Tell me about him.
Well, there's apparently, at least in parts, where the Rougarou is an enforcer for children to not only just behave, but they also have to honor their word, and any kind of like blasphemy will
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have seen that it's part of it. That will be a little bit later, that the curse can be because you were blessed. Yeah.
Right, that it attracts the Rougarou to the children. In the story that I heard, I don't know if the children then were turned into Rougarou, or if they simply were dead at that point.
Right. Okay.
But the children in the story were laughing and joking about, they went to a Catholic school, and they were laughing and joking about the things they had said that they were going to give up for Lent, while they then, if they were going to give up candy, they sat there and ate candy and made jokes about it. And the one kid's mother downstairs and, says, "Oh, the Rougarou is going to come for you if you don't repent right now." So it's an enforcer. Okay. It's not just it's a boogeyman out in the woods, still going out in the woods. It's actually going to come hunting you because you did something bad.
Okay. There was something not long ago that we were talking about that had something similar, like if you broke the rules of Lent.
Yep, that's what it was. It was Lent, what they were going to give up, and then they were joking.
Yeah, what was that we were talking about?
Yeah, it's... So that makes it a very targeted type of monster, not just a misbehaving child, specifically blasphemy.
Specifically, okay.
So apparently the Rougarou is very religious.
I'm scanning through my notes here, and yes, I see here that one of the ways you can get cursed as a Rougarou is if you do not follow the rules of Lent for 7 consecutive years. So there's that 7 that we had last time.
Okay, of course, 7. 7's always important.
Yep, always 7. So, but yeah, again, it's breaking the rules of Lent. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe because I've been reading about this for a while, so maybe that's what I'm thinking of. That we hadn't talked about it yet. But what I think is really interesting about the Rougarou, other than it's used like so many other cryptids, to enforce behaviors. You're like, or this scary thing will come. Is that this is very clearly, it came with those settlers who came from Canada and then came down to the southern United States and became what we call Cajuns from Acadia. And they brought that French Catholic kind of whole mindset with them. And that's where the Rougarou comes from. There's nothing really that I could find from the original legends in the area that's at all like a werewolf. I mean, I found some, what was it? Was it Cherokee? I can't remember. Let me see if I can find it in here. There were a couple of native ones that were like an owl, like a woman who changed into an owl, a witch in the woods who changed into an owl, that type of thing. But that's not the same. And she wasn't children who don't do Lent, of course. So it's very interesting that this is completely from the European. This isn't native to the area at all. But of course, they're moving into this environment that is, quite frankly, terrifying. Those swamps are not
so much in those swamps. It's already scary. Why did they even have to bring some other monster?
Right. I mean, that's a great way to keep the kids out of the swamp, I guess.
Alligators.
But it's alligators.
You have alligators.
Alligators, I know. That's already terrifying. So there's just so much in that environment that would be, coming from Canada, extremely different and even dangerous, extremely dangerous. So that they kind of brought this thing and transplanted it. I find that kind of interesting, that there was nothing there that satisfied that. So I don't know why that gets my attention, but it does, that this is purely European. But it's definitely a werewolf, but with more religious overtones than your typical werewolf story.
Right. You don't see them tied to religion necessarily unless they've been cursed.
Right. And the idea that, silver bullets can kill them, that's, a little bit.
Right. But it's not usually that they're going after you for religious reasons.
Right. It's like you've been bitten by one and you become one, but that has nothing to do with what you've done or how good a life you've lived or what rules you followed. So there's a special spin on it. It makes them a little bit different.
Yeah.
So let's see, things like not observing Lent, hunting on holy days, that type of thing. That the Rougarou would come for you. Let's see, but I think it's kind of the same transmission, is that you're bitten and infected in some way. So, but there is a story.
I don't know.
Yeah, and now there's nothing about how you kill one and it being silver bullets and all that in this. But I did find one that a boy was out and was approached by a Rougarou, and as he defended himself, he cut its arm, and that released the curse from the Rougarou, which that's very different. So that's kind of unique to that. That's not generally how it works. Let's see. Oh, I did find something very interesting about how it became Rougarou from Loup-garou.
Okay.
In Cajun dialect, L's and R's are what's called linguistically liquid consonant, meaning they flip places a lot. So loop came Roup-garou, and it just then blends, everything gets blended together and became Rougarou.
Okay.
So that L at the beginning of loop became an R, and then it just kind of...
See? Scooby-Doo.
It is very Scooby-Doo. It is like Scooby's speech impediment.
His R's are all R, or his L's are all R.
Yeah, so that in the case of Cajun dialect, apparently those two letters and other letters are somewhat malleable. They flip places fairly often. So I thought that was kind of interesting how Loup-garou became Rougarou.
It did. It got Scoobied. Okay. So it really did. Like it.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and here it is. It was a Choctaw legend of the shape-shifting owl witch.
Okay.
But That's as close as I could find as a native local something. I mean, it was at least a cryptid, but I mean, it wasn't at all the same.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, in behavior or right. It nothing else. It wasn't tied to, of course, Catholicism naturally or anything like that. So it was different. So again, I didn't find a whole lot about how do you defeat one. Basically, once you're cursed for the most part.
Right.
So that was, just like, okay, it's there to scare kids. I get it. But what's super fun, they have now,
and adults break the rules of Lent for 7 years.
Right, that's true. They'll become one too. But what's super fun about it is that they have now taken the Rougarou and they have reimagined it, as one person called it, like Smokey the Bear. And the Rougarou, and there's a festival and everything, is now a protect our wetlands symbol.
Oh.
So instead of being terrifying and and just supposed to keep kids out of the swamp, etc., and all the rules, they're making it. Yeah. Okay,
that does not make any sense.
So it has now become, so instead of a terrifying brown bear, like it's now Smokey, it's become the image, the mascot for Save Our Wetlands. Which, in my opinion, sure, if it's out there, save them. I don't want to go out there, but it's a bit of a weird twist in the story of the Rougarou. But there is a festival, I think it's in Houma, how do you say, Houma? There's a festival in Houma, Louisiana, and I kind of want to go.
It's down near New Orleans.
I would think so.
I think it is, because it was on the news a lot when the hurricane hit New Orleans.
Oh, okay. Then yes. Yeah. But there's an actual festival, and he is the mascot to save the wetlands, and I actually want to go.
But make a creature that, I understand that it's not a real thing, but wolves are also not native to swamps.
True. Oh, that was another point I was going to make, is that, yeah, the wolf isn't even something that lives there. So, yeah, creating this wolf monster is wild. Yeah, that's true. You know what it is.
You don't have to ask, gee, was that maybe just a real wolf? No, it has to be one. But, so you're making a non-native animal
your local monster. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Your local cryptid
poster is or something.
Huh?
You see like a picture of a poster or something with the Rougarou saying "Save the Wetlands."
Oh, I can send you a link. Well, it doesn't say "Save the Wetlands" on it. Let me Google that.
How do you make a Rougarou not scary?
Oh, it's scary in all the pictures on the website for the festival. I mean, I'm absolutely petrified of werewolves, but okay. Yeah. Oh, he's cute. Okay, I'm gonna send you a link. He's cute. They kind of have him as this sort of Art Deco / almost steampunky.
Yeah, well, he's wearing a hat and a jacket.
Yeah. Well, because he's human part of the time.
Okay, the pictures are very funny on here. Oh, the Rougarou queen is very scary. But the Wetlands Discovery Center, they need to find a better picture, because that girl is not having a good time.
Oh, no, she's not. She's like, why are you making me stand in this water?
Yeah.
So, but he's a very dapper gentleman with his cane and his hat and his boots.
Yes, he is. He is rather friendly looking, if ragged.
Yep, he looks more like a possum, actually.
Oh, that sharp nose, he is kind of possumy.
Oh my
Yeah, he's
goodness.
quite interesting. Okay. Well, you go,
So,
Homa. I better look that up, huh?
yeah. October 18th through 20th of 2024 is when the next festival is.
When is it?
October 18th through 20th of 2024.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a Rougarou store.
Oh, we are
Wait.
both wrong.
Okay.
Oh no, Homa. Okay, the way it looked like it was
Homa.
spelled for the pronunciation, it looked like Hauma, but it's Homa.
Oh,
Homa.
Homa. Homa, Louisiana. Okay. I bet we could get the girls to go on a trip.
Might. I mean, it's
Since
Louisiana.
it's Louisiana,
My
yeah.
son would want to go.
Oh my gosh, the 2023 poster in the Rougarou store. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you can get a little howling Rougarou toy. You can get a
Oh my goodness.
hoodie. Oh,
So,
the 2023 poster was great.
yeah.
I kind of want
Oh,
one of these
so cute.
T-shirts.
I do too.
Ooh, the
Especially that
2019 was
2019.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
He was
That one's
super
gorgeous.
cool.
It looks like
A
I guess
playing
a playing
card.
card. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like that.
Really neat.
Do they have it in a
This-
size big enough for me? Might have to give me
yeah.
a Rougarou T-shirt.
Yep.
Anyway,
So I guess this installment, on top of being short, is not so much introducing a new cryptid, since basically it's a werewolf, but it's a cryptid that came into a new environment where it didn't belong, and not only did it serve these purposes, but it's now become like the mascot for saving an endangered environment. So I just think the whole journey of the Rougarou is really
right? He
cool.
doesn't even belong there. There's nothing about him
Uh-uh.
that
Nope.
belongs in this whole situation.
And yet somehow he's caught enough imagination and was deeply ingrained enough in the culture to now become this thing. I just love it. I just think it's like, wow. Like if we could do that with all the cryptids, wouldn't that
Right,
be
right.
funny?
Give them a rather life of their own in a way. Are
Uh-huh.
you gonna post the link to the festival?
Oh yeah, I'll put it in my comments.
Cool,
I
because
will definitely put
oh,
that
let's
in
see.
there.
Let's take a look. I guess we're just gonna advertise the festival this time.
Yeah, that's
Um,
basically, we are just advertising. We are not sponsored. They don't even know we exist.
they do not, however. So there's a scavenger hunt.
Oh,
Rue coin. What's Rue coin? Let's see if what
I
that
don't
is.
know.
I gotta know now.
I mean, there's obviously the beauty pageant.
Okay, it looks like the little wooden tokens.
Oh, fun.
So it says, we love to pass a good time. We also love to keep our community clean. Our Rougarou Queen will be throwing sustainable Rue coins in the Rougarou Parade. Oh, that's cute. Crew Krewe, like, for the floats for the
Yeah.
Mardi Gras. So that's Rougarou Parade. Catch a Rue coin and redeem it for one free regular cone at Zach's Frozen Yogurt.
Oh, sweet. I'm into
Oh,
that
and
because when I
there's a
travel, I
little
want ice cream.
video. There's a little video
Oh,
for the Rue coin announcement, and all I can see for the start page is that there is a Rougarou hand in it. So
nice.
looks like they have some kind of rubbery monster hand that they're going to.
That's
So
cool.
definitely go visit the site. Give Homa some love.
Yep, and it is a zero waste festival. So there will be compost bins, recycling bins, all that.
Yep.
So
Yep. And you can get
that's
your
cool.
Rougarou merchandise.
I will totally be wearing a 2019 t-shirt.
Yep. Yeah. We probably need to look at that Mothman festival a little more too.
Oh yeah, when that is. Yeah.
Because
be fun.
I mean, if we could just hit the festivals, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the Flatwoods Monster has a little festival or something too.
It's September 21st and 22nd of 2024.
Because of course they're nowhere
So
near
September
each other.
then November. Yeah. That's the
Wait, there's a
Mothman
Mothman app. What?
What?
Anyway, That's a squirrel. We're sticking to Rougarou.
Yeah, no squirrels, no squirrels.
So
Yes, there's a
nice,
Flatwoods Monster convention. It was in September of 2023, so I assume September 24 probably as well. I don't know if we could travel in both September and October. We might have to do it separate years.
There's no way I can get off work that often.
Yeah,
Darn it, we don't have
can't do
enough. The Rougarou hoodie is only in small right now. That's
yeah, it's probably just whatever they have left over. I guess I could get it for C-Rad.
Maybe. I think we're wrapping up.
Okay, yeah, I think we're wrapping up. Sorry, I had a phone call I had to answer there. I summoned C-Rad by mentioning his name.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
you did. So we were talking about the festivals, yeah.
We were talking about festivals, yes. So everybody has to get healthy, since that was the call. Everyone has to get healthy, and we're going to go to a werewolf festival. I'll have to bring Valiant because werewolves terrify me.
Well, this is a swamp werewolf, so maybe it'll be less scary?
Right.
You'll be scared of the alligators that are around? Oh, wait, that's me. I'm afraid of alligators.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of alligators. You're afraid of alligators.
I'm afraid of alligators.
Maybe this festival's a terrible idea.
I'm terrified of alligators, but...
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep. Anyway, okay, we won't keep this too long. I know you're on battery, so we need to wrap it up anyway. This will be a little bit of a shorter one, but I just thought the trajectory of the Rougarou was fascinating.
Imported animal does good.
Exactly. Yes. Not doing harm to the environment.
Yep, he's the opposite.
Yep.
He eats bad people and is going to save the wetlands.
Yep, exactly. So, he's a good boy.
That's right. I'm feeling very pro Rougarou right now.
Yep. So maybe that's why I should title this one Good Boy, B-O-I.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Rougarou's a good boy.
That got one of my dog's attention. It was like, he opened his eyes, he's sleeping, and he was like, what?
I got one of mine too. He's looking at me. He lifted his head like, who's a good boy? Am I a good boy?
I know, okay. It's usually what I say to him. Even when he's not.
Yep. Okay. All right. We'll let everybody go. I'll get this updated and I'll, okay. Yep. I've got to head out for a little bit anyway. So everybody, keep the wetlands safe, and we'll see you next time.
And be good on Lent. It's coming up.
Be good on Lent. It's coming up. Bye.
Bye.